welcome to Vlogmas Day 2! I think I'm a little bit better than I was. Buzz is, well, he's still got blisters coming up on his hands and it's really horrible to watch, but we have had 2 days watching the Muppets, sat on the sofa cuddling. We're winning in that department. Last week I went to Penguin for Zoella's book launch, and while I was there I might have snuck down into the Penguin offices and helped myself to a few books. Actually, I didn't help myself. Kimberly, who works there, gave me them because she knows I have books and she works on my books, and I'm a Penguin author and I'm allowed to take books because that's one of the perks of being an author. Right. I thought I'd share what I've got. Let's just see. I've not really looked in this bag because I wanted to share it with you. Funny Girl by Nick Hornby. There's a really loud plane. Can you hear that? Just look how pretty that book is. Can you see that? It's very pretty. What else has he written that we would know? High Fidelity, about a boy obviously. Juliet, Naked. Well, that sounds like a very good book, doesn't it? We wrote in Education, the film. We're getting a bit foodie, you know how these go when I get a bit foodie. The Little Paris Kitchen is a book that I have been meaning to buy for a very long time. I keep seeing it in the shops. Living and cooking in Paris, Rachel is the British Amelie of the kitchen. Her unconventional food background has shaped her love affair with French food. I just love everything Parisian, really. I love Paris. I've been a couple of times and absolutely loved it. Classic French recipes with a fresh and simple approach. Who knows what I shall make. Maybe I should do some videos of me cooking food. Hey, we've got a whole Vlogmas left. Maybe that's what I should do. A Year in 120 Recipes by Jack Monroe. This was recommended by Kimberly. I have a feeling this is all vegetarian. Oh, no. Saw a chicken leg, as I said it. I knew that as I said it I was going to see a chicken leg, but there's loads of vegetarian recipes in there. What else? Gok's got a book. Gok Cooks Chinese. I didn't even know that he had one, as seen on Channel 4. So he's actually done a TV show. To be honest, I rarely switch my TV on in the evening. At the moment I'm switching it on because I Miss Leb's on, and that's my all-time favourite. Actually, and Big Brother. So basically I switch it on for Big Brother and I'm a Celeb. I should probably switch it on more because there are great things out there, but I've got so much to do. I've got vlogs to make and books to write, so it's not always easy. Then what have we got? Obviously got Zoe's book, you all know about that. Tech Bitch by Lucy Skykes and Joe Piazza. When Imogen Tate returns from a sabbatical to her post as editor-in-chief at Glossy magazine, she finds her former assistant, Eve Morton, sitting comfortably in her very own office. I'm not sure why. Oh, see all the writings on this plastic bit, and underneath it's just a look. A sheet, yeah. That's funky Penguin. I like that. Oh, and then these are both Jane Green because I am a huge lover of Jane Green, and these are two that I haven't read. So we've got Jane Green, Tempting Fate there, and we've got Jane Green, The Love Verb. Both I shall be reading this Christmas. Maybe I'll read Tempting Fate. Here we go. I'm very bad at reading today because I'm still ill and a bit tired, and so I gabble a lot. Gabble, gobble, gabble. Yeah, I do that. I gabble. Best of times I do that, so this isn't good, is it? Right. When Gabby first met Elliot, she knew he was the man for her. In 20 years of marriage, she has never doubted her love for him, even when he refused to give her the one thing she still wants most of all. But now, their 2 daughters are growing up. Gabby feels that time and her youth are slipping away. For the first time in her life, she is restless. And then she sees Matt. Ooh, we know where this is going. Intoxicated by the way this young, handsome and successful man makes her feel, Gabby is momentarily blind to what she stands to lose on this dangerous path. And in one reckless moment, she destroys all that she holds dear. Consumed by regret, Gabby does everything she can to repair the home she has broken. But are some betrayals too great to forgive? I know that. Oh. I know it's going to be great. Jane has a way of just writing ones that you really gobble up. I've said gobble a lot, haven't I? No, I said gabble. Now I'm saying gobble. They're Moorish. In fact, if you want to know some authors I would highly recommend you getting books from, I would say Jane Green, Adele Parks, Dorothy Coomson, Cecilia Ahern, Jill Mansell. I would say those are my top 5. Oh, there's so many. Those are the ones that I read growing up. Growing up, because that makes them sound like they've been around forever. I mean, the last 10 years, those are the books that I've really enjoyed reading. In fact, maybe one day I'll pick my favourites of those. A lot of the ones that are my favourites aren't actually on my shelves. I do that thing when I read a book that I really, really love, I sort of push them on people and say, you have to read this, you have to read this. Or if they're over and they're like, oh, can I borrow a book? I, you know, pick my favourite. And then I don't see that book again. So really what's behind me is a collection of my not so favourite books. All great nonetheless, because I do tend to give books that perhaps aren't my favourites to the charity shop. I've only got so much shelf space and I am almost to full capacity. I just want one of those big libraries one day where I have one of those ladders and I swing around like Belle, or like the kids in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but with books instead of sweets. Better go. Buzz is having a nap and I thought I'd make the most of this time. I shall see you tomorrow. So that's all from me on Vlogmas day 2. Adios amigos, adios. Oh, and can we just spare a moment to say, look at me getting festive. I've got my festive bunting in the background and a few fairy lights. Yep, that's right, it's getting festive on G's channel.